Win the hour, own the year. The micro-victory method. Picture this, it's December 31st and you're looking back at the past year. You feel a pang of disappointment because those big, shiny goals you set never happened. The dream felt too far away and the first stumble made you quit. Now, imagine a different ending to your year. You feel proud, strong, and amazed by your own progress. What changed? You stopped trying to win the whole year in one go. You started winning single hours instead. This book is your guide to that new way of living. It's not about huge, exhausting efforts that fade by February. We are going to break your biggest dreams into the smallest, most powerful unit of time, one single hour. Every hour is a fresh chance for a tiny victory. String those victorious hours together and you build an unstoppable week. Stack those weeks and you create a transformative month. Before you know it, you look up and you own the entire year. The micro-victory method is your map to that reality. It's simple, it's joyful, and it starts right now. Get ready to discover how small wins create the life you've always wanted. Chapter 1. The Power of the Tiny Win. Let me tell you about Sam. Sam wanted to write a novel, a towering dream that felt impossible. Every time he sat down, the blank page stared back, and the thought of 300 pages made him close his laptop. He felt defeated before he even began. Then Sam tried something different. He committed to just one focused hour. He set a timer for 60 minutes and wrote without judgment. When the timer beeped, he had 500 messy, wonderful words. He didn't have a book, but he had a win. That small success buzzed in his veins all day. That feeling is pure rocket fuel for your motivation. A tiny win proves to your brain that you can do it. It builds a little strand of confidence, thin but strong. The next day, seeking that feeling again is easier. You are not climbing a mountain in a single leap. You are simply placing one solid stone after another to build your path. This chapter will show you the science behind why this works so powerfully. Your brain loves rewards, and a micro-victory is a perfect, immediate reward. We will turn the vague hope of success into a predictable system. Forget the pressure of grand, year-long marathons that leave you gasping. They rely on willpower, which fades like a battery running low. The micro-victory method runs on momentum, which actually grows stronger with use. Think of a flywheel. The first push is hard, but each subsequent push adds speed more easily. Your one focused hour is that first, crucial push. The completion of it gives you a small burst of energy and pride. That energy fuels your next hour, creating a positive cycle. Soon, moving forward becomes your default state. Let's make this practical right now. Look at the clock. What can you commit to doing for the next 60 minutes? It could be clearing a dreaded pile of paperwork. It could be taking the first 3 steps for a project you've avoided. It could be a workout or a learning session. The scope does not matter, the commitment does. Your only job is to start and stay with it for 1 hour. When you finish, you must acknowledge your win. Say it out loud. I did it. This simple act seals the victory in your mind. It changes your story from I wish to I can. This method reshapes your entire identity over time. You are no longer someone who dreams big but quits. You become a person who finishes what they start, 1 hour at a time. Each micro-victory is a brick in the foundation of your new self-confidence. People will start to notice a new steadiness and reliability in you. They will wonder what your secret is, and you'll smile. The secret is that you stopped waiting for a magic moment of transformation. You realize transformation is just a series of connected, purposeful hours. You decided to win the hour in front of you. By the end of this chapter, you will see your time in a brand new light. Every hour is a hidden opportunity, a mini arena where you can be champion. You will start to scan your day for these pockets of potential victory. The old feeling of dread toward big tasks will begin to melt away. You will replace it with a calm, strategic question. Which hour can I claim next? This shift is the core of everything that follows. Welcome to the mindset of someone who wins hours. Welcome to the first day of owning your year. Chapter 2. Your Victory Hour, Designing Your Perfect Start. Maria's mornings used to be a chaotic race. The alarm blared, she grabbed her phone and instantly felt behind. News alerts, work emails, and social media flooded her mind before her feet hit the floor. She started every day reacting to other people's demands, feeling drained by 9 a.m. Then she decided to claim the first hour purely for herself. She placed her phone in another room overnight. When she woke up, she had silence. She spent 20 minutes in quiet thought, then moved gently, then read a few pages of an inspiring book. This one change didn't just alter her morning, it altered her life. How you start your day sets the emotional weather for everything that follows. A reactive, rushed start puts you in a defensive, stressed state for hours. An intentional, peaceful start puts you in a creative, commanding state. Your first waking hour is your most valuable real estate. It's the one time of day you can design before the world crashes in. This chapter is about designing that victory hour with purpose. We will build a routine that fuels your confidence, clarity, and calm. This hour becomes your anchor, making you unstoppable no matter what the day throws at you. Your victory hour doesn't need to be a strict military-style drill. It needs to be a nourishing ritual that you genuinely look forward to. Think of 3 categories to fill: mind, body, and spirit. For your mind, you might journal or plan your day's top micro-victory. For your body, you might stretch, hydrate deeply, or take a short walk. For your spirit, you might meditate, express gratitude, or listen to uplifting music. The combination is unique to you. The key is to move through these activities without screens or outside noise. You are setting your own internal compass for the day. Let's walk through building your personal victory hour blueprint. First, decide on your wake-up time to protect this space. Next, list 3 small activities from the mind, body, and spirit categories. Keep them simple, 5 to 15 minutes each is perfect. Your sequence might be: glass of water, body; 5 minutes of journaling, mind; 2 minutes of silent gratitude, spirit. Write this plan down and place it where you'll see it first thing. The night before, prepare anything you need, like a notebook or your walking shoes. This preparation is a micro-victory in itself, making your morning success effortless. Imagine the compound effect of 365 victory hours in a year. You would start every single day centered and in control. Your resilience to daily stressors would skyrocket because your foundation is solid. You would have consistent time for personal growth before your duties begin. Most importantly, you would prove to yourself daily that you are a priority. This consistent self keeps the promises you make to yourself. It builds a deep, unshakable trust in your own capability. People might say you're lucky to be so productive and positive, but you'll know it's not luck. It's the power of your first dedicated hour. Your challenge starts tomorrow. Design your victory hour tonight and commit to protecting it. When the alarm goes off, remember you are claiming your day, not surviving it. Feel the quiet power of moving through your ritual while the world sleeps. Notice the difference in your energy and focus by mid-morning. That sense of command is what owning your year feels like, and it starts at dawn. Your victory hour is the keystone habit that makes all other micro-victories possible. It turns you from a passenger in your life into the pilot. Are you ready to own your tomorrow from the moment you open your eyes? Chapter 3: Tame the Chaos, the Focus Hour Strategy. Leo's to-do list was a monster. It had 47 items from plan quarterly report to fix bathroom leak. He would stare at it, feel his chest tighten, and jump to easy, unimportant tasks. At the end of each day, the big, scary items were still there, looming larger. The chaos in his list created chaos in his mind. Then he began using the focus hour. Every day at 10 a.m., he would choose the one task that mattered most. He would silence all notifications, set a timer for 60 minutes, and attack only that task. The first day, he demolished the quarterly report outline. The monster had a weak spot. Chaos is just untamed energy and unmade decisions. The focus hour strategy is your tool to tame it. It works by applying intense, undiluted attention to a single point of pressure. You are not working harder, you are working with surgical precision. This method leverages a principle called deep work, where your brain operates at its peak capacity. In a world designed to fragment your attention, this hour is your fortress. You will walk into it feeling the weight of a challenge. You will walk out feeling lighter, prouder, and profoundly capable. That shift is the essence of real progress. Here is how you will implement your daily focus hour. First, review your tasks the night before or during your victory hour. Ask one critical question. If I accomplish only one thing tomorrow, what would make the biggest impact? That is your focus hour task. Schedule this hour on your calendar like a non-negotiable meeting with your future self. When the time comes, create your fortress. Close unnecessary tabs, put your phone in another room, and use a timer. Tell colleagues or family you are in a focused work session. Then begin, committing to stay with the task until the timer rings. You will face internal resistance. This is normal. Your mind will itch to check email or get a snack. Acknowledge the urge, but don't follow it. Just return to the work. Imagine you are in a flow tunnel and the only way out is forward. Around the 20-minute mark, something magical often happens. Resistance fades and absorption begins. You enter a state of flow where time seems to bend and ideas click into place. This state is where high-quality, impactful work is born. It's also incredibly satisfying. The timer's beep will feel like an interruption, not a relief. You'll be eager to schedule your next focus hour. The long-term effect of this practice is career and life-changing. You stop being a person who is perpetually busy but rarely effective. You become known as someone who delivers important results reliably. The mountain of chaotic tasks slowly erodes because you are consistently mining its core. Your confidence grows because you see yourself conquering hard things daily. Stress diminishes because you have a proven system to handle pressure. You reclaim mental space that was once clogged with worry about unfinished work. Your focus hour becomes the most productive and peaceful part of your day. Your mission is to schedule and protect your first focus hour today. Choose the one task that's been haunting you. Build your fortress of focus and set your timer for 60 minutes. Dive in and don't come up for air until the bell rings. Notice the incredible clarity and momentum that 1 hour generates. That single micro-victory over chaos will make the rest of your day feel easier. You have just proven that no task is too big when you give it your full attention. Now, imagine repeating this victory every weekday. That is the simple, powerful engine that will drive you to own your year. Chapter 4. Energy is Everything, the Recharge Hour. Aisha was a high performer, but she was running on fumes. She believed non-stop work was the only path to success, skipping breaks and eating at her desk. Her creativity dried up, her patience vanished, and she started making small, costly errors. She saw rest as a sign of weakness until she crashed. Her doctor told her she was on the path to severe burnout. Forced to slow down, she began scheduling a true recharge hour in her afternoon. She would step away from all work, no screens, no planning. She might nap, walk in nature, or simply sit quietly. Within a week, her afternoons felt vibrant again, and her best ideas returned. You are not a machine that can run endlessly without maintenance. You are a human being whose brilliance depends on rhythmic cycles of effort and recovery. The recharge hour is not wasted time. It is strategic reinvestment in your most important asset, your energy. Society glorifies hustle, but real winners understand the power of strategic pauses. This hour prevents the slow drain of burnout that sabotages entire years. It restores your mental sharpness, emotional balance, and creative spark. Think of it as pressing the reset button on your nervous system. You return to your work not depleted, but upgraded. What does a true recharge hour look like? It is an intentional break that is truly disconnecting and nourishing. It is not scrolling on your phone or watching stressful news. True recharge activities lower your stress hormones and engage your relaxation response. This could be a walk without headphones, listening to the world around you. It could be a short nap of 20 minutes, which research shows boosts cognitive function. It could be gentle stretching, doodling, listening to calming music, or reading fiction for pleasure. The rule is simple. It must feel like a gift to yourself, not another item on a list. Let's schedule your recharge hour. Look at your typical day and find the natural energy dip, often mid-afternoon to 4 p.m. Block this hour on your calendar with the sacred label recharge. Defend this time as fiercely as your focus hour. Tell yourself, my performance for the rest of the day depends on this break. When the time comes, step away from your workspace physically if possible. Engage in your chosen recharge activity with total presence. If thoughts of work intrude, gently note them and let them float away. This hour is a sanctuary where your only job is to be, not to do. The benefits will astonish you. You will return to your tasks with solutions to problems that seemed stuck. Your mood will be lighter, and your interactions will be more positive. You will end your workday feeling you have more fuel left in the tank for your personal life. Over time, you break the addictive cycle of constant stress. You teach your body and mind that it is safe to relax, which improves sleep and health. Your overall capacity for focused work actually increases because you are consistently refueling. You become a sustainable performer, not a sprinting one who collapses before the finish line. Embrace the powerful truth: resting is not quitting. It is smart strategy. Start tomorrow by scheduling your first official recharge hour. Honor it as a non-negotiable appointment with your well-being. Pay close attention to how you feel in the hour afterward: the clarity, the calm, the renewed drive. That feeling is the hallmark of someone who manages energy, not just time. By prioritizing recovery, you ensure you have the spark to win every important hour. You are building a year of vibrant achievement, not exhausted survival. Are you ready to recharge your way to the top? Chapter 5. The Connection Hour: Building Your Champion Circle. Jake felt isolated in his goals. He was building a small business and the loneliness was heavier than the work. He believed asking for help was a burden, so he struggled in silence. One week, he challenged himself to one connection hour. He reached out to a former mentor just to catch up, sent a thank you note to a helpful client, and had a video call with a fellow entrepreneur. The energy he got back was electric. His mentor offered a crucial tip, his client referred a new customer, and his friend shared a resource that saved him weeks of work. His journey instantly felt less lonely and more possible. No significant victory is ever won completely alone. The people around you form your ecosystem. They can either drain your energy or amplify your efforts. The Connection Hour is your weekly strategy to intentionally build your champion circle. This isn't about networking for personal gain in a transactional way. It's about nurturing genuine relationships that provide support, insight, and joy. This hour fuels a different kind of energy: social and emotional energy. It reminds you of your why, gives you fresh perspectives, and opens unexpected doors. Your network is your net worth in knowledge, opportunity, and encouragement. Your Connection Hour can take many beautiful forms. It could be a 30-minute coffee chat with someone you admire, learning from their journey. It could be writing 2 thoughtful thinking of you messages to friends or family. It could be actively participating in a positive online community related to your interests. It could be a mentoring session where you either seek guidance or offer it to someone else. The key is authentic engagement. Be fully present, listen deeply, and focus on how you can add value to the other person. Strong relationships are built on mutual generosity, not just taking. Schedule your Connection Hour for the same time each week, like Friday afternoons. Keep a simple list of people you want to stay connected with or new people you'd like to meet. During your hour, choose 1 or 2 actions from that list. Before you reach out, set a positive intention. I want to brighten their day, or I'm curious to learn about their project. After the interaction, jot down a note about what you discussed or promised to follow up on. This small habit ensures these connections grow and don't become one-off events. You are systematically building a web of support. Watch how this small weekly habit transforms your journey. You'll gain allies who cheer for you and offer help when you hit obstacles. You'll discover opportunities through your connections that you never could have found alone. The act of reaching out itself builds courage and strengthens your communication skills. On tough days, knowing you have a circle to turn to is a powerful antidote to discouragement. You also become a source of support for others, which is deeply fulfilling. Your champion circle becomes a tangible reminder that you are part of a community striving for growth. This week, claim your first connection hour. Look at your contacts and pick one person you've been meaning to talk to. Send a warm, specific message. I was just thinking about your work on project and was so impressed. Would you have 20 minutes for a virtual coffee next week? Hit send. Feel the slight thrill of reaching out. That thrill is you breaking old patterns of isolation. Each connection you make is a micro-victory for your social and professional world. Together, these hours weave a safety net and a trampoline for your dreams. Who will be the first champion you connect with? Chapter 6. Mastery in Minutes, the Skill-Building Hour. Alina felt stuck in her career, watching others advance with new skills she didn't have. She wanted to learn data analysis, but the courses seemed too long and expensive. She told herself she'd start when she had more time, a time that never came. Finally, she committed to a daily skill-building hour for just 1 month. She used free online resources for 60 minutes each evening. She didn't try to learn everything at once. She just followed one lesson, one tutorial at a time. After 30 days, she had built a small portfolio of projects. She used it to confidently apply for a new role and got it. Mastery is not a giant leap. It is the slow, steady accumulation of competence. The skill-building hour makes growth inevitable by making it incredibly easy. You don't need huge blocks of time or expensive programs. You need consistent, focused exposure and practice. This hour is an investment in your future self's value, confidence, and freedom. Whether it's learning a language, coding, public speaking, or playing guitar, the principle is the same. Small, daily deposits into your skills account compound into massive expertise over time. This hour is how you future-proof your career and enrich your life. Design your skill-building hour for maximum stickiness. First, choose one skill that excites you and has practical value. Break it down into tiny, digestible sub-skills or knowledge chunks. Find your resource, a book, a YouTube playlist, an app like Duolingo, or a free online course. Schedule this hour at a time when your mind is fresh, maybe right after your victory hour. The structure is simple. Spend 20 minutes learning a new concept, 30 minutes doing active practice, and 10 minutes reviewing what you learned. This mix of input and output cements the knowledge. Keep a log to track your progress. Watching the list grow is motivating. You will face days when you do feel like it. On those days, lean on your commitment, not your motivation. Use the 5-minute rule. Just promise yourself 5 minutes of the skill-building activity. Often, starting is the only hurdle, and you'll continue for the full hour. Embrace the awkward beginner phase. It's a sign you're stretching into new territory. Celebrate small milestones, like completing a tutorial or having a simple conversation in a new language. Share your progress with your champions. Circle for accountability and encouragement. Remember, you are not aiming for perfection. You are aiming for consistent showing up. Over months, the compound effect of these hours is staggering. What felt confusing becomes clear. What felt clumsy becomes second nature. You build not just a skill, but a powerful identity as a learner. This mindset makes you adaptable and resilient in a changing world. Professionally, you become more valuable and open to new opportunities. Personally, you gain hobbies that bring joy and a sense of accomplishment. The discipline you build in this hour spills over into other areas of your life. You prove to yourself that you are capable of directed, long-term growth. Your first skill-building hour begins now. What is one skill you've secretly wanted to learn? Spend the next 60 minutes exploring it. Find a beginner resource online and dive into the first lesson. Don't worry about the end goal, just enjoy the first step. Feel the pride of taking concrete action toward a better version of you. That feeling is the spark of mastery. Schedule your next skill-building hour for tomorrow and protect it. You are now on a direct path from novice to knowledgeable. Each hour is a brick in the bridge to your future self. What will you build first? Chapter 7. The Reset Hour, Bouncing Back from Setbacks. Marcus had a perfect streak going, 14 days of hitting all his micro-victories. On day 15, a family emergency threw everything into disarray. He missed his routines, ate poorly, and felt completely derailed. Old, negative thoughts flooded back. See, you can't stick to anything. He was ready to quit the entire method. Instead, he used the reset hour protocol. He took 60 minutes on a quiet Sunday evening. He acknowledged the setback without drama, gently reviewed what happened, and wrote one small, kind step for the next day. By Monday morning, he was back on track, stronger for having navigated the stumble. Setbacks and bad days are not failures. They are data. They are an inevitable part of being human and trying new things. The danger isn't the setback itself. It's the spiral of shame and quitting that often follows. The reset hour is your emergency protocol to break that spiral. It is a structured, compassionate hour to process what went wrong and plan your comeback. This habit transforms you from someone who falls off the wagon and stays down to someone who knows how to get back on gracefully. Resilience is not about never falling. It's about how quickly and wisely you get back up. When you feel derailed, schedule your reset hour within 24 hours. Do not let the negative feelings fester. Go to a calm space with a notebook. Start by naming the setback honestly but without self-attack. I was overwhelmed by unexpected work and skipped my focus hour for 3 days. Next, practice self-compassion. Ask, what would I say to a friend in this situation? You'd likely be kind and encouraging. Write down those kind words to yourself. Then analyze gently. What was the trigger? Was it a lack of energy, a planning flaw, or an external crisis? Understanding the why disarms its power. Now plan your micro comeback. Based on your gentle analysis, what is one tiny, almost too easy step you can take tomorrow? It must be so simple that you cannot fail. Examples: I will do a 5-minute victory hour tomorrow morning, or I will have one 10-minute focus session on my easiest task. The goal is not to fix everything at once. The goal is to create a single, immediate win to rebuild momentum. Write this step down. Finally, visualize yourself completing that step successfully tomorrow morning. See yourself feeling that familiar spark of a micro-victory. This visualization primes your brain for success. This process does more than get you back on track. It upgrades your system. Each reset hour teaches you about your personal pitfalls and how to navigate them. Over time, you build an internal library of recovery strategies. You stop fearing setbacks because you have a reliable tool to handle them. Your confidence becomes unshakable because it's based on proven resilience, not on a fragile perfect streak. You learn that progress is never a straight line. It's a series of advances, plateaus, and minor retreats. The reset hour ensures the retreats are short and the advances continue. If you're reading this and feel off track, your reset hour starts now. Put the book down, get your notebook, and go through the steps. Acknowledge, be kind, analyze gently, plan your micro comeback. The entire past week or month is not lost. It is just one point in your long journey. Your next hour is a fresh start, and your next micro victory is waiting. By mastering the comeback, you make yourself truly unstoppable. No single event can own your year because you own the reset button. Are you ready to press it and march forward again? Chapter 8. The Weekly Victory Lap. Review, Refine, Celebrate. Sophie was busy, but she felt like she was running in place. She couldn't articulate what she'd actually accomplished in the last month. The days blurred together. Then, she instituted a weekly victory lap every Friday at 4 p.m. For one sacred hour, she reviewed her planner, noting every focus hour completed and every micro-victory. She was astonished to see a clear thread of progress she'd missed in the daily grind. She refined her plan for next week, moving what didn't work. Most importantly, she celebrated by treating herself to a fancy coffee, truly feeling her own progress. Mondays now felt exciting, not daunting. Moving forward without looking back is like driving a car without a dashboard. You have no idea how much fuel you have, your speed, or if you're headed the right way. The weekly victory lap is your personal dashboard check. This hour ensures you are not just busy but effective and joyful. It combines 3 powerful actions: reviewing your past week's micro-victories, refining your plan for the week ahead, and celebrating your wins. This habit locks in learning, directs your energy wisely, and fuels your motivation with proven success. It turns effort into visible, satisfying progress. Here is your step-by-step victory lap ritual. Find a quiet spot at the end of your workweek. Have your planner, journal, or digital task list with you. First, review, look back at each day. Write down every single micro-victory, no matter how small. Stuck to my victory hour, finished the focus hour report. Had a great connection call, did my skill-building lesson. Seeing this list is profoundly motivating. Next, refine, ask, what felt difficult or didn't work? Maybe your focus hour time was always interrupted. Brainstorm one small change, like moving it to a different time. Adjust your plan for next week accordingly. Now for the most crucial part, celebrate. Your brain needs to associate hard work with reward. Look at your list of victories and truly feel proud. Choose a specific way to acknowledge your week's effort. This could be a small treat, an episode of your favorite show guilt-free, a relaxing bath, or simply sharing your wins with a loved one. The act of celebration releases dopamine, wiring your brain to want to repeat the productive behavior. It closes the loop on your week with a sense of completion and satisfaction. You end the week feeling full, not depleted. The long-term impact of this weekly ritual is transformative. You develop a crystal-clear sense of your own productivity and growth. You catch inefficiencies quickly and adapt, making each week smarter than the last. You build a documented history of your achievements, which is a powerful antidote to imposter syndrome on hard days. Celebration becomes an ingrained habit, teaching you to enjoy the journey, not just the destination. This hour becomes something you look forward to, a peaceful, empowering transition from your workweek to your weekend. It gives you the closure needed to truly rest. Your first weekly victory lap is this Friday. Block the time in your calendar now. When the hour comes, follow the 3 steps: review, refine, celebrate. Let yourself be amazed by how much you actually did in 7 days. Let that feeling of pride sink in deeply. You are not drifting through the year. You are navigating it with purpose and recording your triumphs. This hour is the helm from which you steer your ship. It ensures every week is a deliberate step toward owning your year. How will you celebrate the victor you became this week? Chapter 9. Stack your hours building your dream month. For 2 months, David faithfully won his hours but wondered if it was adding up. He tracked his victory hours, focus hours, and skill-building hours in a simple calendar. At the end of month 2, he stepped back and looked at the full calendar page. A stunning pattern emerged. He had completed 22 focus hours, building a major project. He had 30 skill-building hours, gaining real proficiency. He had 8 meaningful new connections. What felt like random daily dots connected into a clear, impressive picture of progress. He wasn't just having better days. He was architecting a better life, 1 hour at a time. This is the magic of stacking. Individual hours are powerful, but their combined effect is exponential. A single brick isn't a wall, but stacking bricks methodically creates a fortress. Chapter 9 is where you learn to zoom out and see the majestic structure you're building. We will move from the daily and weekly view to the monthly panorama. Here, your micro-victories stop being isolated events and start forming a narrative, the story of your growth. You will see how your focus hours built a body of work, how your skill-building hours created competence, how your connection hours expanded your world. To stack your hours effectively, you need a simple visual tracking system. This could be coloring a square on a calendar for each type of hour completed or using a habit tracking app. The visual is key. It turns abstract effort into concrete color blocks you can see growing. At the end of each month, schedule a monthly blueprint session. In this session, lay out your tracker and review it. Ask 3 big questions. What major project moved forward thanks to my focus hours? What new capability did I develop from my skill-building hours? What new opportunities arose from my connection hours? Write down the answers. They are your monthly report card. Seeing this stacked progress does something incredible for your belief system. It provides irrefutable evidence that you are capable of profound change. It destroys the limiting belief that you don't have enough time or discipline. You have the data to prove you do. This evidence-based confidence is unshakable. It also allows you to make strategic adjustments for the next month. Perhaps you'll decide to double your focus hours on a key project or shift your skill building to a new topic. Your planning becomes informed by real results, not just wishes. Imagine doing this for 12 months. You would have 12 monthly blueprints, a complete chronicle of your year of transformation. You could point to the month you mastered a new software, the month you launched a side project, the month you rebuilt your energy, the month you deepened key relationships. Your year becomes a rich tapestry woven from threads of dedicated hours. This is the ultimate ownership. You are no longer wondering where the time went. You are directing exactly where it goes and documenting the territory you've conquered. This is the view from the mountaintop you're building, hour by hour. Your task this month is to start stacking. Choose your tracking method today. A printed calendar on your wall is a great start. Faithfully mark off each type of victorious hour you complete. Let the colored squares or check marks become a game you play with yourself. At month's end, hold your blueprint session. Look at the mosaic of your effort and feel the surge of pride. That mosaic is the proof that you are owning your time and therefore your life. Then, design the next month's masterpiece with even more intention. You are the architect. What will you build next? Chapter 10. Own Your Year, the Micro-Victory Legacy. Ria began the year feeling stuck and uncertain about her future. She followed the micro-victory method not as a rigid program but as a flexible philosophy. Some weeks were stellar, others required reset hours, but she kept showing up for her hours. Now, as the year ends, she reflects. She didn't just get through the year, she actively shaped it. She earned a promotion built on skills she learned in her skill-building hours. She has a tighter, more supportive circle of friends from connection hours. Her health and energy are better thanks to consistent recharge and victory hours. She feels like a different person, because she is. This is the final stage, transitioning from winning hours to owning your entire life narrative. The micro-victory method is not a one-year challenge. It's an operating system for a purposeful, proactive life. This chapter is about cementing this system into your identity and looking toward the horizon. We'll explore how the habits you've built become your legacy, not just what you leave behind, but the life you live forward. You have moved from hopping for a better future to engineering it with your daily choices. That shift in agency is the greatest victory of all. Your legacy is built in the quiet hours others don't see. It's the early morning when you choose growth over sleep, the focused hour when you choose depth over distraction, the recharge hour when you choose sustainability over burnout. These choices compound into a character of discipline, resilience, and joy. People will be inspired by your calm effectiveness and wonder how you do it. You become a role model, not by preaching, but by living the method. Your legacy becomes one of consistent action, positive energy, and the empowerment of those in your champion circle. You lift others as you climb. Looking ahead, the system scales with your dreams. Next year, your victory hour might evolve to include meditation. Your focus hours might target even bigger, scarier goals. Your skill building might shift to mentoring others. The framework is eternal. The content evolves with you. The key is to never abandon the core principle. Big things are built from small, consistent actions. As your goals grow, you simply apply the same hourly focus to larger projects. You now have the toolkit to navigate any challenge, pursue any dream, and build any life you can imagine, one victorious hour at a time. Your final task is a ceremonial year-in-review victory lap. Set aside 2 hours as the year closes. Gather all your monthly blueprints, your weekly notes, your journal. Page through them and witness your own journey. Write a letter to your past self from a year ago, detailing all you've accomplished and who you've become. Then, write a letter from your future self 1 year from now, thanking you for the hours you will invest starting tomorrow. This ritual creates profound closure and launches you into the next year with intention and excitement. You are not starting over. You are continuing an upward trajectory. You began this book looking for a way to own your year. You now have the method, the tools, and the proof of concept from your own life. The clock is no longer your enemy, counting down to deadlines and missed opportunities. The clock is your friend, offering you a fresh arena for victory every 60 minutes. You know how to start strong, focus deeply, recharge wisely, connect meaningfully, grow steadily, bounce back resiliently, and celebrate joyfully. You are now the author of your time and the owner of your years. Go forth and build a legacy, one magnificent hour at a time. Your next victory hour starts now. Conclusion: the clock is your friend. Look back at the person who started reading this book. You might have felt overwhelmed by the sheer scale of your dreams or frustrated by slow progress. Now you hold a simple but profound key. You don't have to conquer a year in one go. You just have to win the hour in front of you. Each hour is a clean slate, a small canvas on which you can paint a stroke of progress, a moment of peace, or a connection of joy. String these canvases together and you create the masterpiece of your year. The pressure is off. The power is on. You have a system that works in the real world with all its chaos and beauty. So step forward with a new relationship with time. Hear the tick of the clock not as a countdown but as an invitation, another chance to take a small, powerful step toward the life you desire. You are equipped. You are proven. You are someone who wins hours. Go own your day, your month, and your spectacular year. The future is not a distant destination. It is the very next hour you choose to claim. Make it a victory.